Let's talk about the hobby of covertly filming hot women in public with a camcorder that has lenses to zoom in far away so you don't have to get too close and be noticed doing it by the subject you're filming. There are nerds out there that have a hobby of filming trains go by. Sometimes not just any trains, but specific trains. They'll make a big deal out of waiting by the tracks for a specific Amtrak route to go by. Are you telling me they're sexually aroused by trains more than by women? I mean, it's one thing to film a train if you just happen to be by the tracks and it just happens to go by. But why make an actual rigmarole of hunting them down? Then there is bird watching. What the fuck is that for? Are you sexually aroused by birds? See how pathetic these nerds are? Look how frustrating it can be to do the hobby of hot women watching. Here is a piece of footage that you would wish was a hell of a lot better. It was already twilight, so when I filmed this, it looks like crap. The camera is compensating for the low light, but it produces all these speckles of color on the screen. Here we have a hot blonde with a proper figure, and she is also wearing a tight crop top with flowers printed on it. It is an excellent find in public that I would have liked to have a very clear footage of. I have to set my camera in 1080p, which produces large file sizes, but with stuff like this you don't want to lose any detail to poor resolution. It was awkward to get any closer to these people. I'm zooming all the way in. I have to make it appear as if my dog is interested in sniffing something in a certain spot, so I can linger in place so I don't look too suspicious. But it is a bummer the lighting is so bad. I can't get a shot of her face either because of the way she's turned. There is also a Latina next to her, also with a very nice body shape. You know, like the generic body shape that anime girls have, or like when I make girls in Sims. It's very rare to find women with nice figures walking around. Everyone in this world was made obese, so almost all of them look like goblins with titties. Then it sucks that the blonde one puts on a sweatshirt, so now her crop top is covered by a sweatshirt. Her skin and figure are hidden by a sweatshirt. God damn it. Once they walk away from there and get closer, it will be too dark, and she's wearing a sweatshirt, so there won't be a clear image of her in a crop top. How that sucks. Or how about this clip? I zoom all the way in, but I'm so far away it's still not good enough. It looks like she has a nice figure with a pink tank top on, but I'm so far away it's not really clear. That sucks. If only I was closer. If I had a car, I could visit maybe a beach somewhere where girls are in bikinis, or there are sexy jogging women in sports bras. Actually, you don't even need to go to the beach. Just any parking lot, especially by a shopping mall or any kind of beauty shop. You can park your car and just sit for 20 minutes. A sexy girl is bound to walk by at some point. A girl in her 20s or a high school girl. Then you can film for a YouTube video to use as filler footage for whatever commentary video you're making. One time I was in a parking lot and a sexy girl with a very nice figure walked by, and she had a crop top, a halter top type thing, but she was so far away you can barely see it even with zooming in all the way. It sucks. And the screen of the camera is small, so sometimes you can't really tell what you're filming from far away. But you check the footage later on a bigger screen and you're like, oh, this one was actually too fat, or she actually wasn't attractive, or maybe she has a pretty face but too much fat. So you discard the footage. I'm not in a situation where I see a lot of people going by, so the odds of seeing an attractive girl are very slim, and sometimes I compromise for less than what I want, so I record a girl that might not be as attractive as I would like. See, they can never brainwash me with feminism. They almost did at one point, but not now. Therefore, as a man, I will always look at a woman as a prize, at least an attractive one. The rest of them I don't give a fuck. They can do whatever. So, just like a bird watcher who is trying to spot a rare bird, I I do the same thing with women. But anyway, I think I think of all the security cameras that businesses like Walmart have. Sam Walton, I would bet, the Freemasonic scumbag who is part of the tribe and is just another front man in the big business segment of this enslavement system, who didn't actually create Walmart. I would bet he has all the security footage from every Walmart in the world uploaded to his private servers at home. For many hours a day, Sam Walton sits before his computer monitor and goes through the footage, picking out clips of sexy girls who enter Walmart. Then he cuts out the clips and saves them to a separate hard drive, so he has a montage of sexy girls. So if a pretty 17-year-old girl in a crop top tank top with a body like this walks in, he saves the footage to masturbate to. Think about all the businesses that are located on ocean beach fronts in tropical and warm areas like Los Angeles, all the various shops and such. I bet those businesses are given out to low-level Freemasonic families. Because how the fuck would a regular person afford to open a business by the beach, where I'm sure property values are at a premium? Well, these businesses have security cameras. When sexy girls walk in wearing bikinis to buy lunch, or sexy girls in halter tops and crop tops and short tight shorts walk in, they get recorded by security cameras. The proprietors of these shops then collect the footage after each day, scroll through it, cut out clips of where the sexy girls came in, and put together a montage to masturbate to. 5G will allow blanket surveillance of every populated area on the globe. The elites will be able to masturbate to sexy girls soon as they step out of their house. It will all be on video. And if these sexy girls have some kind of a security camera in their bedrooms hooked up to the internet, the elites will be able to masturbate to them while they are in the privacy of their own home as well. Well, I suppose it's only considered creepy to film girls if you are holding the camera in your hand. If only I could have a business by the beach where a security camera films sexy girls who come in to have lunch. It wouldn't be creepy because I'm not holding the camera. It's hanging on the wall, and it's for security. I'm making air quotes with my fingers when I say security. The feminists will not be upset then, so long as the camera is on the wall and not held in hand. Imagine if I had a Freemason father and he was hooked up with an oceanfront shop where sexy girls in bikinis walk past it all day, sexy jogging girls in sports bras, and he has a camera pointed at the street for security, and it's a 4K high definition camera, so there is no resolution loss. I could be collecting so much footage of sexy girls. How can I afford a car so I can park in the lot of a strip mall and wait a few minutes to film sexy girls go by and then go back home? See how it can become an obsessive compulsive disorder? I used to live right by a highway until the Wedge World Order fucked me up with wildfires. I could have mounted a security camera on a tree beside the highway, or just stand up my camcorder and film the cars blow past. I wonder if there would have been some way to adjust the camera zoom or something so it can see through the windshields of the cars. If there isn't too much reflection on the windshield, maybe it's possible. But anyway, you collect 20 minutes of footage of cars going by. Then you scan it to see if there were any sexy women behind the wheel or riding shotgun in any of these passing cars, and then you keep that footage. What about wearing camera glasses while visiting the beach, or wearing a body camera while visiting the beach or some other public area and filming the public, then saving the clips of sexy girls that walked by? Or if you are a Freemasonic scumbag and you have a Freemasonically staged gym like Planet Fitness or 24-hour Fitness, in these gyms you have security cameras so you can film sexy women working out in sports bras and then save the footage. You see how 24-hour Fitness is closing down many of its branches? This is done so it puts people out of work. The elite wedge pig that's in charge of these places, he will not suffer at all. He'll be put into other Masonic ventures by the New World Order. See, if you are a low-level Freemason and you're hooked up with a business that makes you a few $100,000 a year, you don't really own it. The cabal owns it. This means if the cabal wants to use your business for some Masonic ritual, you have to let them use it. Maybe they want to burn it down in a staged Black Lives Matter riot. They'll compensate you for it, but they will have to burn it down if they decide to burn it down. Or maybe they want to film a scene with Masonic cops pretending to kill some Masonic black guy to start a race war, and they want to do this in front of your business. You will not be allowed to object to them doing it.